This is the theme song for the live stream of consciousness. You've got to ask yourself whether reality is a dream or if you are dreaming reality. We are all a part of the answer to the meaning of it all. Come in and join us for the moment we call now. Rise up, join in, raise the whole vibration. You are the master of reality's creation.
Do you believe it? Are you the master of reality's creation? That's the debate that I think I want to have tonight. No, I don't want to debate that. Welcome to the live stream of consciousness, creating reality, a moment that is called now, the moment that we call now, that we're all a part of. I already saw Ninja Kitty come in and pull up a chair, so I'm already feeling good and ready to do this. Let me just turn my monitor down a little bit there. There you go. I always feel like my chin is like at the bottom of the screen. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's May 14th. We are moving right along in 2026, and we ended up right here in this moment, and I appreciate you guys tuning into this frequency and being here and contributing your energy. I have an interesting idea planned for a few minutes from now, but before that, I want to, front row as always, I want to set the intention. I want to clear the space. I want to bring my friend Sage into the picture. We've become good friends. I can still remember when we met in the store, Moon Crystal, I believe. I forget the name of the store. I always do that. In Sayville, I picked up this bowl right here, Sage. I started doing the thing, and it just got louder and louder and louder and louder until it filled up the whole place. It's starting to do that right now. It just felt so good. Yeah, it's really getting loud now. I just felt a connection to Sage in a way I'd never felt connected to something like Sage, which is just a singing bowl, just an object, but so much more to me. When I speak, sometimes Sage rings out. So that's why Sage is so special to me. I hope Sage is special to you. I know Sage actually has a couple of fans out there. What's up, Arnie Layton? Good to see you pulling up a chair in the front row as well. Excited about tonight, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're always here, Arnie. You bring a good energy to everybody's show. Anyway, are you guys ready to do the 3 breaths? We're going to do the 3 breaths. Sage is going to lead us in the 3 breaths. In through the nose, hold at the top, out, an intentional release out. Lowering your shoulders, sinking into your chair, sinking into yourself just a little bit. Just paying attention to the next 3 breaths, all the way in and all the way out, I think is the point. So here we go. Ooh, that was a loud one. Just breathe in through your nose. Feel it fill you up, and then let go of it. It's just a cycle. It's just a never-ending cycle. In through the nose, number 2. Hold it up at the top, and then feel your body expand and contract with each breath. Here's the last one. Breathing in, expanding, filling myself up, and then releasing, feeling comfortable, letting Sage just ring out. Oh, God. I love it so much. I know I'm a little weird when it comes to breathing and Sage, but hey, if that's as weird as I get, that's fine. And you could hear Sage responding to me too. Amazing, 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 amazing. Awesome. So thank you guys for showing up tonight. I put out a thumbnail. I lost the word for a second. That said I wanted to have a global forum uh, and the global forum I want to have is actually to, what's up, Evelyn? I want to invite anybody who wants to come on and talk about what they're most excited about in this moment. That's what I want to promote, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of not so great stuff going on, but there's a lot of good stuff going on. And that's what I want to focus on. That's what I want to give energy to. That's what I believe in. I believe that that's the way to elevate the frequency, and that's it. That's why I do it. So I want to talk about a couple of things before I put the URL up on the screen and invite you guys. So if anybody's interested, please let me know and maybe I'll just send it to you. But I think I'm just going to put it up on the screen. I can just let one person in kind of at a time. People can be in the background. And if you are feeling brave and you do want to come on and you do click the link and you come into the backstage, all I ask is that you once you're backstage, you'll see the show live in a window. So now you'll have two audios going, and that you turn off the actual like YouTube or whatever you're watching, turn the sound off on that because we'll get a horrible delay and echo. So that's the only rule of understanding. If you haven't been on one of these things before, that's kind of how it works. So yeah, think about if you want to get on live and tell the world how you feel and what you're most excited about, because I'm inviting anybody who's sitting in the front row, anybody who's sitting in any row, anybody who can hear my voice right now live, because I can't do it in the replay. It's Thursday, it's May 14th, it's 9:07 p.m. Eastern Time. So before I do that, I want to talk about something I am super duper excited about. Uh, it's me kind of finding my message. My message is gentle. My message is loving. My message is encouraging. My message is this show. My message is this book. This is the proof. So you see the little proof on it, the proof thing. But this book, You Are the Answer. Um, it's something that I got inspired to write. I am not a reader. I don't read heavy books. Um, but in my life, one of my favorite reading experiences was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, which was a trilogy. It was four books that he called a trilogy, which is kind of part of the joke. And it was just written in such an amazing style and kind of, I don't want to say confusing, but it was intentionally kind of, I had to read a page a few times sometimes to get all of the jokes and all of the meaning out of it. So The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, if you haven't experienced it, it's highly recommended from somebody who doesn't read. I was totally inspired to read. I couldn't put it down. I got the sequence, but the sequel books, So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, which was written, which was what the dolphins said when they left the planet. Um, just an amazingly funny book. So the style inspired me to start writing. I wrote a bunch of stuff, and then I was like, oh, I want to write a book that talks about you being the answer um, to all the questions that you have asked about the meaning of life. And I wanted to do it in that style. And so it's not a heavy read. It's like a very light read. As a matter of fact, it's a thin little book. It's how many pages is it here? The pages aren't numbered. I forget. There's 11 chapters, but the book is. Let me just kind of show you, the book. There's some images in the book. Um, that's not a typical page. Here's some typical pages, right? The typical pages are not. It's not filled with words, right? It's not super verbose, but it's a lot of fun. And I see some chat happening, and I want to uh, honor Evelyn here. I'm very grateful and happy I made it through my surgery. Congratulations. I'm very happy and grateful that you made it through your surgery. Also, I found out that it was part one of two, but my heart overflows with love and prayers and healing energies sent my way. Absolutely, everybody, send some some love to Evelyn right now, just because. But I think that because she will receive it, and that's what's important, and that's what's great to know, that love that you're sending, like Arnie sending his love, is received. That's the one thing I love about you guys that show up here, and Patricia Hauser, who shows up occasionally, and I'm always so happy to see her. Laptop's not connecting, but at the moment, but it's good to see it. It's good to see you too, and that's what's so cool is I can see you pop up in the chat and literally know that you're there, which is amazing, 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 amazing. Very cool. So anyway, back to You Are the Answer. I want to start promoting it because I had to do this proof process probably 2 or 3 times because it just didn't look right. The way the book was printed, everything, like the pages didn't look right, didn't feel right to me. I wanted to make sure that it was absolutely right before I released it. It is on Amazon as an ebook right now for like $2.99. And you can get it and download it. But it's going to be released on May 30th as a paperback. I believe I'm charging $9.99 for it. Not making a lot of money off of it, but super excited to be releasing this piece of work and these words that are inspiring. And I'm going to, my first bit of promotion right now is to you guys, just because I'm excited that it's coming out. And I'm going to read the foreword, which is, I called the backword the forward, just in the Douglas Adams style. And I'm going to read it to you right now. The backward, forward. In the grand tapestry of existence, each thread represents a unique life, a distinct purpose woven into the intricate design. This book is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to unravel the mysteries of your being, and to embrace the profound truth that you are the answer. Within these pages, you will find guidance, inspiration, and practical tools to help you uncover your unique gifts, passions, and potential. Prepare to delve into the depths of your soul, to challenge your limiting beliefs, and to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. As you turn each page, remember that you are not alone on this path. Countless others have walked the road before you, and their stories serve as beacons of hope and encouragement. Trust in your inner wisdom, embrace the unknown, and allow yourself to be guided by the whispers of your heart. You are the answer that the world has been waiting for. It's time to embrace your purpose, to shine your light, and to create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. You are the answer. So that's not the funny part. That's kind of like a little bit of a more serious part. But I'll be reading excerpts from the book on like little promo reels, because I think that's the way I want to promote it, right? Just read some of the jokes that are in here, not the jokes, but some of the little snippets, the little wisdom things that just kind of light me up. And then you guys will start experiencing it. And if you're interested, it's out there, and I've put it out there, and I'm finally done, right? This is something that I've been working on for probably over a year, and it's always like there's never enough time, right, to get to it. And it's, the book is the answer that was basically telling me, like, I've got to put this out because this is my path. I've got to put this out. This is part of my answer. This is part of me. So this is my answer. This is me being the answer to my own question. Boom, book. There it is. So very excited, very excited. Thank you, Evelyn. Congratulations, Mr. Z. Let me know when a hard copy can be had and where. May 30th, I will definitely be posting the link to Amazon all over the place at a theater near you. And end of May, Amazon. May 30th, it's being released officially. May 30th. Yay, excited. Oh, let's see if I could get some balloons or something. Yeah, we go. Fireworks. End of May, Amazon. Let's get the balloons. I think that, oh, no, that's the confetti. What's the balloons? I forget which the balloons is. I forget. Well, I know what this is. Let's do this one. Let's give you guys some love. There we go. Woohoo! Awesome, awesome. And I see Ashley Page out there. What's up, Ashley? Ashley was a guest on Holding Space, and an amazing, amazing woman and psychic, and just another great soul, part of the Sacred Spiral Network. Very cool. Peace signs. Maybe it's peace signs. Yeah, the balloons are peace signs, probably. No, no, peace signs are. Maybe it's one peace sign. One peace sign is the balloons, maybe. Yeah, there we go. One peace sign is balloons. Two peace signs is the confetti. I got to remember that. Will it be on Audible? You know what? That's interesting, Ninja Kitty. A couple of people have asked me that. Um, it is not on Audible right away, but I think I might want to read it. I think that would probably be that would make the most sense, right? If I would read it on Audible. So yes, that's the next step for You Are the Answer is to be on Audible. You're welcome, Ashley. And what is up, Jennifer McCormick? Good to see you as well. I see Jennifer Rose. Oh, sorry, I'm late. She just showed up in the chat. So, Jennifer, I'm going to give a shout out to Jennifer because she just reminded me what's so cool about the Sacred Spiral Network is this. I broadcast the live stream of consciousness on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. And then there's a live stream of consciousness Facebook page. So there's 3 destinations that I can do with StreamYard. And if you have a StreamYard account and you're invited to a StreamYard show, you can add your own 2 destinations. So every week, Jennifer Rose emails me and says, email me your link so I can add my destinations. And she adds me to her destinations. So my show is not only going out to my channels, it's also going out to Jennifer Rose's channel, her 2 channels, I believe, her Facebook and a couple of Facebooks. I don't know. But how cool is that, right? That I could be broadcasting my show and it's showing up on these other people's pages who have their own audiences, whose people show up and are like, resonate with the vibration. Maybe they show up when we're doing the breaths or something, and they're like, "Oh, this looks interesting." So very, very cool. Maria DC, what is happening? Marie DC. Jennifer Rose is absolutely awesome. Yes, Jennifer Rose is absolutely awesome, and the Sacred Spiral Network. Even though this show is not a part of the Sacred Spiral Network, it is, right? Because we're all a part of the same thing. We're all one, which is the amazing thing to be doing this, right? Is to be actually connecting to parts of myself. All of you guys are other parts of myself, right? We're all another yourself. So it's cool that this show gives me the opportunity to kind of connect on that level. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Kelly is truly amazing. Kelly Brickle, shout out to Kelly Brickle, who is the heart of the Sacred Spiral Network. She produces all of the shows just about from the remote, which is kind of cool thing that you could do with StreamYard. You can be backstage and control the show and bring people on and all of that stuff. It's really cool. I do it myself. Excuse me. And yeah, so shout out to that. So if is anybody feeling like coming on, I specifically want to talk about what it is that you're most excited about in this moment, either for yourself or globally, right? For the collective. I think that that's a good topic. And if anybody wants to come on, I will put up the link to join me, and you'll come on live. You'll be on live spontaneously. I did find something interesting I want to share. And this is something that was I was engaging with Sarah Curley, who's somebody who's been on the show before. Sarah Curley started when I met her. She was channeling the light of Amana. I believe it was the light of Amana, and that was a collective consciousness. And Sarah was the first channeler that broke through to me. Previously to Sarah, I had experienced seeing channelers on YouTube probably 15 years ago. What's up, Sacred Spiral Network? You are welcome for sharing all the good vibes. That's what it's all about, right? If you're going to share anything, share the good vibes. Um, so anyway, about 15 years ago, maybe 20 at this point, I had seen channelers, right, who were talking to the Galactic Federation on YouTube, and I was like, okay, this is a little much for me, but cool. Like, I've always had a cool attitude of you do you, I'll do me. That's cool, no judgment. But it was just not for me at the time. Sarah Curley was somebody who she was going to appear at an event. My friend was doing weekly events, spiritual speakers and channelers and astrologers and all sorts of people. Each week he would have someone, and he said, "Hey, check out this woman." Sent me a video of Sarah Curley doing some channeling. She channeled through speaking light language. Also, the first time I had ever experienced that. I literally had an emotional response. I just started weeping. I didn't know why. Something in what was happening energetically was connecting to me and evoking this emotion. And at that point in my own journey, I kind of that was a barometer for me. When I would respond to something emotionally, when I would, see a video that would make me cry, that was something inspiring. I knew I was being inspired by it, and it would make me cry because I was so inspired. So, that's just a little bit of idea of my sensitivity, right? And the energy sensitivity. So I started crying when I saw her, and I said, I've got to go see her live at this event. I went to the event live. Same thing, a wave of emotions, something crazy. Um, Interestingly enough, and I just remembered this, occasionally I would doodle during the class on paper, like there was paper and pencils and paper or whatever. And I doodled like this Buddha kind of figure. And at the end of the class, I showed it to her, and she's like, "Oh, that kind of looks like my tattoo." And she had a tattoo that kind of looked like that. But anyway, no coincidences. I said, "Hey, listen, I've had this response to you. Do you do one-on-one sessions? And do you barter? Right? I do websites, I do photography. If you need any of that, let's work together." And she was like, "Yep, I need a website." And so I went and I had a personal session with her, and again, just ended up weeping, just like I was going through this opening at the time, right, into who I am now. And at one point, she also did spirit guide portraits. So I said, I want you to do a spirit guide portrait of me. And this is the whole reason for that whole story is I found this today. This was the spirit guide portrait. And basically, she said, I am my own spirit guide, which I had never ever heard, or I'm one of my own guides, right? We have spirit guide teams. There's actually a dragonfly here, which no coincidences is my wife's spiritual totem. Like she's definitely connected to dragonflies, has this insane obsession with them. And that represents her for sure. And then there's this cool turtle here at the bottom and an armadillo, which I haven't kind of placed quite yet. There's this incredible cool energy portal right there. I feel like that's an energy portal. And now that I'm looking at it, I have become definitely fascinated with cymatics and human mandalas. And that's kind of, I think, maybe representing something to do with that. And then there's this interesting chalice, I think, with a planet on it. It was in a frame actually, Evelyn, by the way. And I picked up the frame and it kind of came apart, which is why it's not in a frame right now. It's definitely going back into a frame. But it was leaning up against my dresser, and I kind of was like, it fell or something, and I picked it up and I was like, oh, and the frame came apart. But anyway, this is Sarah Curley, original artwork, spirit guide drawing of me. and something I definitely cherish and has a lot of meaning, I believe. I believe it does. So there you go. Those are some of the things I had to kind of fill up time. I definitely have made a little bit of progress as well. Oh, maybe I can share this too. I haven't seen anybody say, "Hey, I want to come on." So I'll just kind of wait until someone says it. But okie dokie, because that's truly beautiful. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Amazing. And why isn't it in a frame? I did answer that. And hello again from Hat Pauser. Awesome. So the Tarot app, if you haven't seen it, that's also going to be something that I promote very, very soon. I've done a lot of recent development on it. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Excuse me. Um, but I've been doing a lot of development on it. I actually have it live. If you know anything about Google AI Studio and API keys, you can actually use it for free right now by going to Etheria Tarot uh, or Etheria Card Master, either one of those. Let me make a banner for that. Um, because you can use it for free. I would love people to beta test it, but you have to put in your own API key, right? Because it's using generative AI, and that's like costly, right? So I have a Gemini subscription, but if I put my AI key in and I just let people use it, it's going to run out in 20 minutes. But if you have your own API key and know anything about doing that kind of stuff, Etheria cardmaster.com is my domain. Etheria Cardmaster. Let me just make sure that's spelled correctly. EtheriaCardmaster.com. Yes, there it is. EtheriaCardmaster.com. And what's really cool is in the middle of the night, I had this idea. I kind of woke up. I was like, oh, what if I also added the ability to generate a playing card deck, as well as a tarot? So it does tarot decks, oracle decks, angel decks, and then you can just kind of create your own custom type of deck. But I said, what if I could do? Uh, what if I could do? Oh, is it going to show it? Yeah. What if I could do playing cards, right? And so I have to still tweak it a little bit, right? Because it doesn't quite understand. But let me just add to the stage this playing card deck. So I was making a playing card deck based on guitars. And you can see it did a cool Ace of Hearts there. It did a cool, oh, it's just, you're not seeing my mouse. It did a cool Ace of Hearts. It did a cool 2. The 4 is good. The 5 is a little weird. The 6 doesn't show actually 6. The 7 does show 7. 8 shows 9 hearts. 9 shows 12 hearts. So I've been like kind of wrestling with it to show the correct amount of totems on each card, and then the jack and the queen and the king are kind of cool. Like I had fed traditional playing card layouts into it, and I said I need you to adhere to these layouts, but decorate them with the theme that the user is asking for. And so this was one of the results. Let me see if I have another result. Oh, so this was a kind of, I do have another result. Let's take that one down and let's show a different one. Remove that one and share. Oh, not share my screen. I don't want to share my screen. I want to share an image file. I believe it's this one. So I typed in as the theme plant medicine. I wanted to see the different types of plant medicine. Maybe it showed, and it's a little tiny. I guess you can't really see that. Maybe I need to put it in a browser, but it's just so amazing how the AI, when I'm really specific to tell it how to translate things, what it does. And so what it also showed me as I was developing this and putting this in was the way that playing cards used to be read kind of like tarot cards. There are people who can read playing card decks, right? So it actually gives meaning to some of the things. Let me share. Let me do. Excuse me. Let me do a browser window so that I could share these and maybe zoom in on them. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. There we go. And let me remove this. And then let me share a window. Share screen. Allow to share window. Oh, does it this way? Share this window. All right. So here we go. So this is inside of the tarot, inside of the card master. It shows you the card and then gives you the reading, the meaning of the card. So here you can kind of see. And then it also gives you a guidebook. It prints out a guidebook of all of the meanings of each card. So it's not only gives you images of the cards that you can then send to a printer or print yourself. And it gives you a guidebook that you can also print. Jennifer McCormick, I love these cards. I recently got my first tarot deck and ever used angel and oracle cards, but nudged to give tarot a go. Truly amazing. I don't read cards myself, which is what's so weird about this all. But I love card reading. I love the art of card reading. I love the energy of it. I love the meaning behind it, right? I love the way that whoever is reading cards is connecting to source through that, or connecting to whatever they're connecting to, which I just love. And I've got to endorse Arnie, who's in the audience. I don't have any of his decks myself, but Arnie is an amazing deck creator. And then, of course, we have the Wizard of Odd. I have his Deus Angelus deck, and then I also have his tarot deck up here, which are very, very amazing decks. If you could get your hands on these, if you watch Brian, these are definitely ways to connect to his essence, right? I have these right above my computer on a shelf, and I just feel like I feel Brian in these boxes. He usually shows up in the audience. Maybe he'll show up now. But talk about energy and energetic signatures. I know how much he specifically put his energy into these decks. So amazing, 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 amazing. Sorry, guys. And Arnie says he loves Brian's deck. He uses it too, which is very, very cool. Very cool. So I don't understand quite why I'm looking at these comments, and some of them are grayed out and some are not. This is weird stuff going on in StreamYard, but kind of cool. So the very first psychic person I ever saw read regular playing cards and tea leaves in 1975. Awesome. Amazing. I love that. Her name was Angel. No coincidences. Like my friend Angelo, no coincidences. He's definitely connected in his own way. But yeah, I again, I love that, and I love runes, and like the idea of even going out into the woods and finding stones and twigs and being able to like connect to energy and toss them on the ground and like read what that means, right? That's next level. And I feel like that's where we're headed back to, as a race of humans. So I will get the conversation going as far as what are you most excited about. Again, nobody seems to be stepping up to the plate and saying, "Hey, I want to come on." And shrooms. Not sure what that means, Hat Powser. I think maybe on the plant medicine deck there was definitely some mushrooms on the plant medicine deck. And Lynn Junot is in the audience. What's up, Lynn? Good to see you. The wonderful and colorful Lynn Junot. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So yeah, what am I most excited about? I mean, there are so many things going on that I could certainly be upset about. But like, and even things that like the idea of disclosure, right? I can be upset, like what's going on, why? But the idea that it's happening is what I'm excited about. The idea that humanity and the public is like, I know less people who don't believe that there's life out there than What am I trying to say? It used to be that more people believed, like, they didn't know what to believe. No, they didn't believe that there was life out there, right? And that might not even be the right way to say it now, is it? Um, but now there's more people who believe than don't believe. I think we're in an age where people are really taking back their power. I actually saw a funny thing, a thing about, now here's again, I don't love going in this direction, but let's talk about it, right? It was about the hantavirus, and it was basically, the guy was saying they started to like put it out there like it was happening and it was going to happen, and then people were like, no, we're not going to take this shit, and then it just kind of disappeared. And I'll be honest with you, it never really entered my sphere. I heard about it on the outside of my sphere, but I didn't even let it into my sphere to like think, oh my god, this is happening or not happening. Like, I just didn't even think about it. I still don't. But I thought that that was kind of funny, like, and kind of true, right? Like, people are taking back their power. I think the grayed out comments, maybe because I put a link into Chase Hughes' interview where they talked about Satan's little season coming to an end. Interesting. No, the grayed out comments, it's not you. It's just like a bunch of them are grayed out and then a bunch of them aren't grayed out. It doesn't make really any sense. But Satan's little season, interesting way to put it. And what is up, Tani Dottie? Good to see you out there. Welcome to Creating Reality, the live stream of consciousness. We are creating this moment live as it happens, right? I usually have a guest who I'm talking to, and we're learning about a guest, or we're doing some readings. I don't personally do any readings, and I didn't have a guest lined up for tonight. I do. If you want to come on and tell me what you're most excited about in this moment for humanity, for yourself, I welcome you to. Just tell me you're interested, and I'll put the URL up there. I mean, maybe I should just put it up and see who the heck shows up. Let's do it. This is live life. This is live life. This is how it happens. So let me find one to modify. Here's one. Boom. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Bear with me while I do some technical producing I usually do behind the scenes. Just setting up a link with a banner. Scroll across as a ticker. No, you know what? Let's not scroll it across. Let's just pop it up like this. And that's how you join. An open invitation. You know, I'm looking for something specific. I'm looking for what it is you're most excited about in this moment. Really, that's what I'd like to do. There were some new comments that I got. I can try to pull some cards. Interesting. I could try to pull some cards. I wish I could, but I'm at work and being sneaky. All right. Well, I appreciate you risking your job. I don't know if that's what you're doing, but um, I appreciate you tuning in and being here just to be here. Honestly, thank you. Appreciate it. Uh, and Arnie says hantavirus translated means scam. It's all over the internet. Yep, I've seen it. I've seen it. It's actually, I think, a Hebrew, right? The Hebrew word for scam. I also saw information about the hantavirus like from 25 years ago, and it basically said it's not transmitted from human to human. So again, like, I'm not even really gonna give it much more energy than that, other than it is what it is. So if lots of octopus stuff in my feed about their alien DNA. Oh, just watched Remarkably Bright Creatures last night. Oh, I think I saw the post about that. How about the fact that a lot of UFOs come out of the ocean? And I don't know if you have seen that show. What the heck is that show? Oh my God, the alien, the guy who's an alien with the octopus on like Netflix. Um, and the kids can see him for his real alien self, but adults can't see him. Or oh my God, what was that show? I don't remember the name of it. And Helen says, I love octopuses. X-Files told us all about it. Oh, of course. Listen, it's been in plain sight for a long time, all of the stuff Again, I'm not looking to get into conversations about deception and all of that stuff, right? Because like I feel like once you come to terms with that that's what the situation is, you I personally don't give it energy. I mean, I know there Arnie loves to tell other people about it so that they can learn because there's a lot of people who don't know about it, right? There's a lot of people who feel better not knowing about it. And that's I feel like learn and discern, it's that simple, and I believe that's everyone's mission and everyone's purpose. And I guess I feel kind of like Star Trek, right? Like I'm not supposed to interfere, and I'm supposed to let them evolve. But again, Arnie, we've had this discussion many times. I also feel like if that's how you're processing what's going on and how you want to vibe, then and that's the frequency that you're on, then that's awesome. I think the truth is out there. There you go. I think the truth is out there, and it's everyone's responsibility to find it and embrace it and be it and contribute to it, right? Put their best part of themselves into what is truth. Truth is everything. Truth is what is in this moment. Truth is everything. So whatever I am is a part of truth. Whatever you are is a part of truth. So so it's all true. Um, Resident Alien, I believe, is the name of that show. It just popped to me. I'll take a look. Maybe Octopi Hitched a Ride on Ocean-Bound UFOs. Yeah, I listen. I'm open to all of that stuff. I think it's all good. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm excited about. That life is just so freaking amazing right now. Hold on, let me just look up this Resident Alien and see if that's what I'm thinking of. And yes, that is what I'm thinking about. Whoops, I'm gonna stop that one. I'm gonna stop this one, and I'm gonna put up share screen, share window. Resident Alien, just so people know what I'm talking about. I don't know if anybody has seen this show, Resident Alien. It's really funny show. This guy is a funny actor in the role of this alien who gets kind of stranded on the planet, and he takes on human form, and he makes some friends, and they know that he's an alien, but some kids can see him like his true form. And it's really funny show, and I think well done, different, and recommended by me. So there you go. That's why I do it. We all learn and evolve at our own pace. Sometimes learning it too soon causes mental overload. Exactly. Then that's kind of my thoughts too, and that's why I don't try to like necessary. Here I am saying I don't try to push anything on anybody as far as ideas, right? But this is the way I like to empower people. I empower people like this. But you know what? Empowering people is noble. So however you're going to empower people, empower people. I think that's the way it goes. What's up, Jennifer Rose? Good to see you. You're alive. Hat Powser, thank you for the thumbs up. Don't forget to thumbs up, folks, right? Because when you thumbs up, you get fireworks. What does one thumbs up do? One thumbs up does something. One thumbs up does that. It gives you the other thumb up. Um, Jesus said the same, and he's not here to do it. So there you go. Bam. Um, and Arnie says, you do not need to be committed. Arnie, what's so great about you, Arnie, is I think that that's not all you do, right? You contribute so much more than that. And again, I think that's a part of you, and I admire it, as much as it's not a part of me and not the way I would do things. That's such what's the beautiful thing about who I am, and I think even who you are is not necessarily judging anybody, right? Like I don't judge anybody for, wanting to tell other people that everything they know is a lie. I don't judge it. I don't disagree with it, but I don't need to tell people that. So everybody navigates their own way. That's the beauty of this planet. That's the beauty of all of these people. And the beauty of I can go into a room and give Arnie a huge freaking hug because I love him, right? Even though we approach things differently. I think that's amazing. That's probably why I see sparks coming out of my head. There you go. Cats are way too cool for Earth. I agree with you guys. I'm definitely a cat person. I was not really ever an octopus person, although I am fascinated by the things that I've seen. I guess I would. I'm a creature person, right? So I would totally vibe with an octopus. But I'm fascinated by the things that I see regarding octopuses and the way that they can totally change their physical structure to blend in with the environment, the way that the story of the octopus, that this guy was like visited every day, and they had this kind of relationship. He knew who they were. It was like they were friends. Like those things are fascinating, and those are I think the true mysteries of living on Earth and being human and kind of discovering those things. Um, you, I'm the one who gets overloaded. I'm still overloaded. You're only overloaded because you keep saying it. Stop saying it. Stop believing it. Stop perceiving it that way. And actually, no, don't stop perceiving it that way, Helen, because that's who you are. And that's fine. Again, see my initial reaction was, no, stop. You don't need to be so sad. But I don't think you're sad, Helen. I don't think you're sad. You're an amazing person. And I think that may be the way you need to navigate, at that moment. And that's fine. Be overloaded and forgive yourself for being overloaded, and don't sweat it. Enjoy the overload. That's what I say. I've been having some rough weeks at work, and I'm enjoying the overload. I'm enjoying the stress because I know it's not permanently mine and a part of me. I know it's just a momentary flow, and that flow is what the universe is. Flow is everything, right? So if I just know that and be like, all right, this part of the flow doesn't feel so great, but it's just a part of the flow. I love you. I'm not sad. Happy. Less thought. Yeah, totally. You're amazing, Helen, and you know what I think about you. I've given you many hugs, which is amazing. Embrace the overload. Scream. There you go. Primal screaming is absolutely a way to deal with it. Interesting that you say that, right? Because I'm fascinated with sound healing and sound therapy. And I find myself, you can ask my wife, I find myself all the time just being like, and just like, making sound like flowing frequency through my vocal cords and through my body. And it feels so good. It's just something that I do. And again, when I do it, I'm just like, wow, that's channeling. It's coming from the universe, like that flow. Like I'm not like thinking like, ooh, I want to make a noise right now. It just kind of happens, and that's what it is. And I see Jules Statler out there. Jules was an amazing guest. How are you doing, Jules? Let's get an update on your story. Um, Jules had an amazing video that we shared, that in the middle of the night she had like almost like one of those surveillance cameras going, and Jules gets a visit from her grandfather, has a conversation with her grandfather, and it's just unexplained amazingness. And then that drove Jules to kind of want to understand what happened, and try to find people, and kind of studied like what is this disembodied connection that was happening. So I don't know if you've found anything new, Jules, that you could share with us, but that would be amazing. And Helen says, Evelyn, you are wonderful. Thank you. Evelyn is wonderful, and Helen, you are wonderful. And Pauser is rereading R.J. Spina's The Supercharged Self-Healing. R.J. Spina's pretty cool. Right now, to get myself back on track, highly recommended. back on track. You're not off track. You're not off track. The track sometimes is off, right? The track sometimes feels like it's off, but it's not. At least listen. I'm not telling you that's the way it is, right? But this is my philosophy. And my philosophy is everything happens the way it's supposed to, when it's supposed to, how it's supposed to. And even the cruddy stuff, you know, is supposed to be happening, which is why I find it much easier to deal with when I think of that. Brian has great tidbits of personal care tips. Brian, is the one who taught me about kill juice. I don't know if he's done that on his show on the Sacred Spiral Network yet, but the kill juice is actually like really interesting. Boiling grapefruits and these whole fruits like intact and just boiling them and down to their essence, and then like making this horrible tasting juice out of it that's just packed with amazing goodness. Um, and Hat Pazzo, yes, we can audibly hear him on the video. An amazing video. I don't think my search has been working on my Mac when I search for a file, because I would, let me see, I'll just do a quick Jules search to see if I can find it. But yeah, an amazing video. So Jules says, hi, Mr. Michael, doing very well. Thank you for asking. Many things happening these days. I have found out a few more things about this experience. I would love you to tell me what that is. You can actually come on right now if you want. Oh, did I not put the banner up with the StreamYard? Oh, I did, but I took it off because it was so big and obnoxious. So there we go. Yeah, there it is. If you want to come on, Jules, and tell us, there's the link to it. Um, but yeah, so anyway, I was talking about, let me go back to the kill juice. Brian is a true wizard. Brian was like a regular like corporate ad guy, and just like went over the edge, and then like just came back a wizard. And it's evident by his shows if you watch his shows. Also, I hope you and your fam have been well. Same to you, Jules. Jules sent me a package after we dealt with each other, a care package. This was in that care package. Jules, thank you so much for this soft kitty. Always keep it by me. But also amazing baked goods, chocolates, truffles, and this jar that was about this big of homemade granola that I would enjoy in my yogurt for like a month. It was amazing. So Jules, one of the people that I've met doing this show, that has just been a blessing to me. Yes, if you go to that link, it will be like you're joining the show, and then just stop watching the show, so or else you'll get like a double link. Yes, a very humble and caring individual. She is amazing. I love that cat. Yeah, how sweet is that? I had never experienced that because there was such an amazing energy in this box. I think I took a picture of it and I sent it to her when I got the box, or I don't even remember, but like there was such an amazing energy in this box because it was packed with goodies and love, and just this, it was just packed with energy. And you know me, I'm an energy freak, so it was probably the best package that I've ever got. So Jules is going to come on, even though it's kind of close to 10. I want to say hello to Jules. She's going to figure it out. So that's awesome. We get to say hello to Jules. And then Hat Powser says, that's crazy. I was telling a friend about that the other. It was her granddad. Ta-da! Yes, you remember. You totally remember. What an amazing. Oh man, I wish I had it. I wish I had it. Like, let me just see. No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be there. You know what? I probably can find it on YouTube. Let's do that in the meantime while I'm waiting for Jules to pop on. A wonderful surprise guest. I will find that moment on YouTube because I'm pretty sure It is. Stay on page. Yeah, I don't want to quit out of this, or else all of a sudden I would leave and you guys would just be staring at a blank screen. So I'm going to YouTube. I'm going to find it on my channel. Let me just go to the live stream of consciousness. There it is. Let me search really quick for Jules. There it is. And let's see if we can find it. Oh, and Jules is almost there. I see she's popped into the back, but her camera is not on, or maybe she won't come on the camera. Give me 1 second, Jules. Oh, I see you're popping up. A share window. I see you. Give me 1 second. Let me stop this and let me bring you on. Welcome back to the live stream. What's happening, Jules?
Hello, Mr. Michael. How are you?
I'm doing great. So good to see you.
Good to see you as well. It's awesome to see you. It's awesome. It's awesome to see you. I love you.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. So give
You're
us the
welcome.
update. What happened? Tell us what's
Well,
happened since the last time I saw you.
first of all, everybody in chat needs to give me props that I even figured out how to get in this
All
room.
right.
I'm giving myself props right now. Whoop, whoop. You guys don't even know. Like, I don't even know how to do a computer.
Overcoming fears of technology. There you go.
It's not even fears. It's just I'm not very. I try. I'm working at it. Obviously,
Well, you did it. You did it. You're here.
So here's things. So I don't know if you remember or if anybody else remembers. So when I talked to you was right after it had happened, and I am still so very grateful that you did, because it put me on a path to finding more information. Right.
Awesome. Amazing.
And even though I think I had mentioned that there was a young lady who told me that it was called, sorry about that. My dog.
That's okay.
We have company, I guess. The lady
validation.
The lady that said that it was advanced something.
I remember. Yeah.
Yep. That's not it.
Okay.
I forgot what she even called it. But
okay.
Advanced something mediumship, whatever it was. But anyway, I don't believe that that's what it was.
Okay.
But we go back to frequency. So I do believe, though, that it is because of.
You're okay. Don't even worry about it.
I'm going to tell him okay, I can't, because I can't find that button.
Don't even worry about it, Jules.
Okay, sorry. So really, though, I do think it has to do with frequency, raising my frequency, some of the practices that I was doing or have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I have had so many more experiences. So many more.
Amazing. What are some of the practices? Are you meditating? Are you what are you doing?
Not. By the way, remind me. Even if you just send me a dot on Facebook, remind me I have a video to send you.
Okay.
And it's I keep telling myself I'm going to do it, and then I forget. And again, for anybody that's new here, I'm recovering from a brain injury, so I tend to forget a lot. But no, I'm still doing my from the bottom up. I start with my toes, and I put my consciousness down, and I meditate, not meditate, and I massage my entire body. And then that's kind of like where I start. That was like my focus point. Well, then I got into doing some Monroe Institute. I don't want to necessarily say trainings, because
exercises.
Exercises. That would be the perfect word. Yep. I've been doing some. I still am doing those. I started sleeping with. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll even show you. You guys will be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
I've been
for
sleeping
sure.
with these two crystals. Give me 2 seconds. Chit chat for 1 second.
Sure.
These are under my pillow. They're under my pillow, so I have to go in my room.
No worries. And Pat Hat Bowser says, I think brain injuries actually open doors fairly often. I have definitely heard that. Yep. And there is a story about a doctor, I believe, who had an experience like that.
That brain injuries open other avenues.
Yep.
Whoever said that.
Yep.
Okay. I've been sleeping with
Whoa.
these under my pillow.
Wow, those are
And these are
nice.
huge. This
Yeah, we can
is,
see that.
yeah, they're not small. But I've been having, so I sleep with them pointed towards my head, right?
Okay.
So I'm amplifying
Wow.
my head. But anyway, so I've been sleeping with these. I have been having out of bodies. I have been talking with other people. Anyway, but again, it is what it is. I actually did remember. You might remember. Let me take a breath. You might remember that I had said that I wanted to find out the science side.
Yeah.
So I did find out a little something,
Okay.
or there's a possibility of this. Maybe
Okay.
that's a better way to say it.
I like that.
Okay, so you know how I said I was here in my living room and my grandpa came through the door, but
Yep.
the cam and everything else is in the bedroom, and
In
I
the
was in the
bedroom.
bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But our voices were caught so loudly, so clearly, so everything, which obviously was back there. So
Right.
how can I be having a conversation here? How did that happen? What I have been reading on, and this is the possibility, is that my grandfather, because that's a strong fan. I mean, you guys can look it up. It's called a built industrial fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, because whatever, I like a lot of air at night. I get hot. Anyway, but it's what I was reading up on is that he possibly took his frequency and meshed it into the electricity or the power.
Mm-hmm.
I,
I think I know what you're saying, and
something
I think
along those
it.
lines, right?
Yeah.
And then that amplified his frequency so that he was able to come through and be heard.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah. So I wish I could say, you know what? It's happened so many times since then. Hell no. You know, like, nah. Other great things though. But anyway, so that's one of the avenues that I went down. I still haven't really talked to any. I've put out a lot of feelers for
Okay.
people in the science community, like Radin, Dean Radin, and
Oh yeah.
I'm horrible at coming up with names on the spot. I did this
No,
last
no, that's all
week.
right. Listen, I again, I remember corresponding with you for a while afterwards, and you were meeting different people who were interested in hearing what you had to say, which I think that's kind of that almost goes back to the theme when I started. Like, what are you most excited about in this moment? And what I'm most excited about is the reception of these ideas among the public, right? The way that people are just open to this and like, okay, it doesn't make you sound like a weirdo anymore, right? People are like, oh yeah, maybe they know someone who's had an experience or a relative has had an experience, right? Hat Powser is saying, yeah, they use electrical devices a lot. So obviously she's relating to that idea because she's either had that experience or she's heard of that. So, that's what's so exciting is like I could be here talking to you about this, right? And just even out of nowhere, like I didn't know you were going to show up tonight.
I
You know
didn't
what I
either.
mean? So here you are, and we're recapping this idea of this amazing experience that I'm grateful that you shared it with me on my show. I mean, that's just like it's just so. There you
You
go.
know, we align to what we are meant to be in alignment with, right? We
Exactly.
attract what it is,
Exactly.
and we can look
Totally.
at the lessons or find the lessons in those, and it could be for a minute, whatever. But
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
So let me also say, I don't remember if I told you, did I tell you about my shoulder being torn?
I don't remember specifically, but
Does
remind me.
anybody in chat remember that? Because I remember some of those names from chat. Either way, it doesn't matter. I have the paperwork, not with me because I didn't plan on this.
Right.
I had a torn rotator cuff and a slap tear in
Right.
my right arm.
Yep.
I fell in February of 2022, told my doctor at the
Yep.
VA, and she said, "Oh, I did an x-ray. It's just arthritis. You're fine."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, arthritis, hell. Like these little 80-year-old ladies run around, they can move their arm. I can't move my arm.
Right. Right.
So I began using, oops.
Oh yeah, you know what you did? You sent me the video with the doctor who was like,
Yes.
yes, I do remember that.
So
Yeah.
this is called an AMI simotherapy device. And it has 20 channels and it has 5 channels within, or 5 frequencies within each of those 20 channels.
Mm-hmm.
Mix and match. I don't know how they're put together. That's above my pay grade. So, but I was using that then when I had the experience with my grandpa. And I just want to just tell you, like, you and I could just sit and have a whole little show to all of ourselves. So
Totally.
many things have happened. I've just, maybe I should say this. I've been experiencing some amazing things that honestly, your community would fully understand what I was talking about.
Totally.
If I try to talk to people, like people in my community,
Right.
not too many of them would,
Understand.
just
Yeah.
not on that frequency.
Yeah, they're not ready to digest it for sure.
No,
No, for sure.
no.
For sure. Interesting. So I just saw Hat Pauser says, I demanded that my guides show themselves back in 23 and my name appeared on my car radio's digital readout. Now, that's kind of what I was showing when I showed the spirit guide. I don't know if you were on when I showed the spirit guide thing. That was a picture of me. I had been told that I'm one of my own spirit guides, right? And that was a while ago, but throughout learning more about spirituality, the idea, the concept of spirit guides being kind of like higher aspect of yourself, right? Like higher yourself, but on a different frequency. And
Yeah.
then that just all made sense, right? I was like, oh, so that's why it came back as me because it's me, but on a different frequency.
Yes.
Which is amazing. And again, like you said, like how awesome is it that each week, for me, twice a week, because I have holding space, I get to sit for an hour and talk to a community of people who won't call me crazy, and I love it, right? It's just amazing
They
to,
embraced you.
yeah. And that's why I changed it to creating reality, right? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm
Oh, did you
creating.
change that's the new name?
It's still the live stream of consciousness, but it's like the theme for this year is creating reality.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
I
yeah.
apologize. I haven't been around for a while. I've been pretty busy.
No worries. Listen, you're always welcome back. Like Evelyn says, this is a total love fest community. Interesting. Even Daryl Anka says Bashar is really himself thousands of years in the future, right? Amazing. And I think that's very cool. And Angelo is saying, I'm his spirit guide. Thank you, Angelo. You are also my spirit guide, right? And I think that we're all each other's spirit guides. If you think about it, we're all one. And that's what's so cool about it. It's like when you really, really, truly believe and think that way, I feel like life gets a lot easier. It's not as challenging. Now, that's not to say it's not challenging because we're still in human form and we've still got to deal with those challenges, but that's
Well,
part of.
those challenges. Sorry about that. Those
No, go ahead.
challenges were less, in my opinion. Those challenges are lessons,
A
and
million
whether
percent.
we choose to learn from them or not,
A million
it
percent.
depends on where we are on our journey, on our path. Not
And that's exactly why I've been saying like all the stress that I've been feeling like in the last bunch of weeks, like I enjoy it because I feel like, okay, it's got to go through me so I can either stress about it and hold it or I can just let it go through me.
I gotta
You
send
know
you
what I
the
mean?
video. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Amazing. So good to see you, Jules. Thank you
You
for
too.
for
What time did you
popping
even
on.
come on? Like, or were you just going off when
Yeah,
I
I'm about to go off. It's 10 o'clock on the East
okay.
Coast here. I'm still at 9 o'clock East Coast time every Thursday, so you're always welcome. Um, I
Well,
am
if you
he
send me a
is
little reminder, I can pop back in. I
cool. I
yeah.
will. I will. And as the Beatles said, I am he is you are he as you are me, and we are all
We are
together.
all together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cuckoo, cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Amazing. Amazing. And it's amazing, right, to think about like how for me, like how Beatles music affected me, right? Like one of my favorite things is hearing the opening to Here Comes the Sun. Here comes the sun, do 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 do. And still to this day when I hear it, it evokes that just amazing, amazing feeling. The Beatles held more power than they're given credit for, I think. More knowledge, more love, able to transmit, very, very cool. Awesome. Well, listen, I will definitely, if we can talk about having you back and you can tell us everything that's happened. We'll have another Jules episode, another adventure with Jules. That would be awesome. Um, and Evelyn says you're a brave woman. And Jennifer's checking in. It's 3:10 a.m. in the UK. Thank you for staying up,
Oh,
Jennifer.
wow.
And thank you for giving my show that international spread right now. Right now, I am
Right.
here in New York, but I am also bilocating in the UK right now, which is so cool. I love that. We love the
Around the
Beatles.
world, we all are connected.
We love the Beatles. So I do have a guest next week. Her name is Sonia Ribas, I believe. Uh, she is somebody who contacted me through my website. So you can, the livestreamofconsciousness.com is now up. So you can request to be a guest if you want. And I would love to have anybody who's got an interesting story to be here. And also a reminder, May 30th, You Are the Answer comes out officially. So I'm excited about that. Um, and yeah, thank you guys for joining me. And thank you, Jules, for joining me.
Well, thank you. Thank you, universe, for bringing us together at the right time. It's good to see you. I will
Good to
send you
see
that
you.
email right now. I'll send you that
Awesome.
link right now.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, folks. Well, it's come to the end of our time together for now, but hopefully I will see you guys again next week. Thanks for being here. And ooh, what's that?
Me? That was somebody getting a hold of me, if that's what you were.
Oh, I was like, oh, what a cool chime that
Sorry.
is all of a sudden. No, no worries. I thought that was cool. Perfectly timed. We love you guys. Peace out.